up, bitch?
Hey.
Welcome to Trash Talk.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you suck.
What's up?
What are you
What are you
doing?
guys
We need some sideline reporting.
I am downtown Lincoln right now.
Yeah.
You're gross.
Sorry, it's kind of windy. I'm
And
walking around, and I'm ready for this game.
what's the
We're going to walk into the game, and we're going to win. We're going to chant, "Go Big Purple!"
Go Big Red. What's the atmosphere like in Lincoln right now?
I'm fucking wasted, dude. It's great.
That sounds amazing.
What are other people doing?
What are they drinking? Why are they drinking it? How much are they drinking?
What are they drinking? I don't know. Alcohol?
Yeah.
Good choice.
What have you been drinking?
D, I love you. I miss you.
I miss you too.
This
This isn't about us right now. This is about the
Paige
Huskers.
there?
Hi, baby.
Paige there? Oh, I am get out of the wind.
Hi.
Hey, Paige, what are you doing?
Fuck you.
How you doing? You want to go out, or what's going on?
No.
Uh-oh. He's
No.
spitting some Husker game right now.
No.
Yeah, spitting something.
You're
Better
gross.
spitting on
You're
your-
gross. and it's
Spitting
fine.
on D's butt.
Awesome. That's good. That's good Husker energy right there. Husker power,
All right.
if you could say.
Hustler's gonna win.
Yeah.
What's the prediction?
45 to 27.
25 to 27.
You're so
45.
cute.
45.
Yeah.
No, he said
Is
25.
that a believable? Is that a believable
Wait.
score?
Can you repeat it? What's
your
the
score?
score?
45, 27.
Oh, how much acid did you do today?
I can barely hear Paige.
How much acid did you do?
I did a little bit,
Enough.
Well,
enough to.
See the sea of red?
That's the
to
only
see
way
that.
you're saying 45.
Where
Dude,
hey,
I
speaking
did
to your
so much
microphone.
acid.
Paige. Where are your where's your seats at?
Shit. I don't know. They're like right up front. They're pretty good seats, I guess.
Oh yeah? Did you make a sign that says trash talk?
I did. It says Journey sucks ball sacks.
On trash
Okay.
talk.
Welcome to Trash Talk.
Hashtag trash talk.
Trashtalk.com.
Okay.
Did
That's
you
all.
say hashtag?
Hashtag trash tag.
Trash can.
Hashtag trash talk. Hash.
Nice. So, are you going to be super wasted when we call you later on after the game to do a recap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many interceptions will there be?
There will be from who? What's team?
Yes.
Just give me your
12.
prediction on both sides.
12. Between the
Yeah,
two
there's going to
teams,
be
12. Shut up, Chase.
2. Shut up, Paige. 2 from Nebraska. And
that's
3, maybe 4 from Northwestern because Martinez sucks. We all know this.
Okay.
But we're still going to
You
score
went from
45
3
points.
to 84. You gotta clarify.
4. 4 interceptions from Northwestern.
Okay. And hopefully no fumbles today.
Any butt fumbles.
No, we're gonna have some penalties. We're gonna fuck up a little bit, but we're gonna win because we did play Illinois and we did come back on them. So
Yeah.
it's a different Illinois team that we're gonna fucking beat.
Can you make a promise to me?
What?
Will you promise me, Chase, that when Martinez throws his first interception of the day, you
I'm gonna
don't
pull my dick out?
yell, "We suck, we suck." Okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna pull my wiener out and do the helicopter.
All right. That's encouraged.
Then
You'll
I'll
definitely
get
get
kicked out. Definitely.
on camera.
You heard it here
yeah.
first, folks.
Yeah.
You're going to see a helicopter and
Dude, they
Chase
couldn't
Gray.
put my dick on camera, dude.
Oh,
'cause
shocker. We're gonna see something
there wouldn't be
embarrassing.
enough fucking camera.
They got
We're
wide
gonna
enough
have camera.
angles.
Butters won't even sit with me, so.
They wouldn't be able to be widescreen enough. My fucking Johnson.
I'd be worried that somebody would step on it on
And
accident on the field.
It's like all swollen up
No,
like a
it's
grape
not.
too.
Dude, I
isn't it?
step on it all the time, dude. My head, my
Yeah,
fucking dickhead's
no,
like fucking
yeah,
so
no.
Hey,
swollen.
shut your
Shut up,
fucking
Paige.
trash talk ass up, okay?
He's probably got gum stuck on it from the streets.
You're not here. You can't defend yourself in person right now. You're a little
Paige. Fuck off.
bitch. Chase
I
is a
love
little
you.
bitch.
But I'll step on my dick whenever I want to. And go Big Red.
Are you?
Go Big Red.
Yeah. Are you?
I don't know
Big
where the
Red.
fuck I am right now. I'm like in a hotel for some reason.
What are you doing in the hotels? It's
I don't
Husker
know.
time.
This chick
He's
I'm with
probably
had a
trafficking
pee.
women. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Trafficking
what?
women.
How much sex have you paid for today?
And was it from a
much.
Northwestern
I mean,
fan or a
right.
Nebraska fan?
Not too much.
Indiana,
Like,
fucking Indiana.
fuck no. If I'm gonna fucking Northwestern fan, I'm gonna
You're gonna
Stick in her butt
fuck
for sure.
Pat
My
Fitzgerald.
dog just grumbled. My dog was like, "Nope."
Yeah, that's what we all
I'm gonna
think
stick in
about.
her butt for sure. And
Oh,
she's not
fuck
gonna know
off,
what's
Chase.
happening.
Chase, go figgity
Oh,
fuck
Paige.
Go
You
figgity
like
fuck yourself.
Shut up.
Hey, have fun at the game, all right?
Okay.
You better be fucking
okay, I'm
cheering.
gonna party, all right? I love you.
Hey, we're calling
Sorry,
you
I couldn't
after the
make it.
game. We're calling you again to finish this podcast.
All right, call me. I'll be at the game, dude. Fucking call me. Jesus
Well, don't be
Christ,
too
Paige.
drunk. I want you to be like cheering and like even find some random person to talk to when I call you.
Yeah. I'll find multiple random people. Here's a random guy right here.
Yeah, let me talk to him.
Want
Hey.
to talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, I got a podcast. My buddies are on it. Yeah. Talk to him real quick. Tell him he said no.
Oh,
He was like, fuck you.
Did he step on your dick?
try the
He
next
said
one.
thanks anyway.
His dick ain't that big.
Pull your
Why
dick,
does-
pull your dick
why
out
is
and then
everyone
ask
encouraging
people.
him?
Are you going to
His
helicopter
dick
yourself
Not
into
gonna
the
work.
stadium?
His dick is not that big. It's
I
fine.
had to just fly in.
How the fuck would you know, Paige?
I wouldn't really, but like,
Get to the chopper.
Here, hold on.
I know enough girls that know you that I know.
Buddy just fucking- all right.
Hi, Guy. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Go Big Red.
With me. He's with you. Yeah. I got my phone in the toilet.
Oh, there you go.
Go Big Red.
Go Big
I
Red.
dropped my
All
phone
right.
in the toilet.
I'll
I
talk to you
heard
later.
that. All right, must be a Northwestern fan.
Okay, bye.
What's happening?
Bye.
Don't hang up on us.
Bye.
Oh my god. That fucking cunt.
You don't care.
All right, well, go Big Red, right?
Go Big Red.
Yeah.
Welcome to Trash Talk.
Welcome to Trash Talk. Exactly. I'm Lane.
I'm D,
I'm here.
I'm here.
and we got Butters in the office.
Butters is in the house.
In the studio.
But mostly dead.
Oh man, I'm pumped for the day. Go Big Red, you guys. Nice brisk fall.
It is perfect football
Afternoon.
weather.
It is perfect football weather.
Yeah, football season weather. Fucking love it.
If he's
Do a
not throwing
shot?
tight
Do a
spirals
shot
today,
with
then
him?
I'm losing faith.
I have a little bit of whiskey we could drink. Small amounts. Hold on though. What's your guys' predictions?
I don't think Nebraska will break 40 points. They'll be lucky to hit
What's
35.
the spread?
I do think they'll win. I believe the spread was 7.5.
Yeah, we're projected to win by 7.5.
I'm gonna go 34 to 27.
34-27 Nebraska.
Nebraska. And that's the bottom line because Herbie
I would
said
go
so.
41-30
I have
Nebraska.
whiskey and gin.
Is that gin a homebrew?
I
Is it
think
a
it's gonna be
blindness?
like, it's gonna be a defensive game, man. It's probably gonna be like
17 to
17-20.
13.
no 10-6, something
Titties.
ridiculous,
I love
you know?
I love it. It's good.
5-2.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
could
James,
be,
Jared,
man.
Go eat a dick.
6-2,
James.
you know. But Nebraska's obviously gonna win.
I don't know why I'm being a kid.
Please stop hitting the cat microphone. I need to get a dead kitten on it if you're gonna do that. No, that's what. No, turn it back though.
I know, but you.
That's what they call those really big socks that they use on
I
like
know,
movies.
You keep walking me
It's called a
back
dead
and
kitten.
I just like. Meow.
How's Martinez going to look today?
Who the fuck decided that Martinez was going to be a Heisman candidate?
I think
was
I said that on the
fucking-
show. Dark Horse was my guess.
Ew.
It was just like
It's
the
a fucking joke.
yeah.
We went 4-8. How the fuck is anyone from our team going to be?
I should probably just quit
But-
making predictions as it just turns out bad
Yeah,
for
you
Nebraska.
probably should.
Yeah, but like you
But
said,
also, Scott Frost is a total babe, and
Yeah.
I'll take any prediction of his.
but Adrian has the potential.
No.
He just hasn't had the chance. Like he got flustered last week. Obviously, it was in his
Obvi-
head.
I
you
just
know?
didn't want to be embarrassed, and we got legit embarrassed.
Essentially, the kind of the worst thing that could happen.
Nebraska
happened,
didn't even have a
essentially.
first down. Or they had scored over 30 points before Nebraska
Jared,
got a
shut
first
up.
down.
Yeah.
Just sad.
No. Please move it closer.
I'm trying.
You're all tangled up.
I don't know.
Do
I'm
you
trying.
think Frost will get more leeway as a coach if he continues losing because
No.
he has nice, big, beautiful blue eyes?
He doesn't even have big, beautiful blue eyes. He's
No.
a babe.
I think he is
No,
kind of
he-
like projected
he
to be
is
like
5 to 7 years. 5 to 7, and then he's out.
no.
Yes.
I think it's a solid 10.
Nebraska doesn't know how to fucking
You
establish.
have to build an empire. I don't want.
Okay, well then,
And Frost
Okay.
is the guy. Honestly, give him 20 years.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, but the Nebraska fan base does not.
Yeah. Well, it's whatever.
We have to stop firing coaches that are 9-4.
That's true. I
Yeah.
totally agree with that.
100%. We have to stop firing coaches that are 9-4.
Well,
The only thing that Scott
What does
Frost
Bo
has
now
going.
do?
he
What?
works at Youngstown. Coach at Youngstown.
Head coach?
Yeah.
Bo?
Yeah.
No. Ohio.
Youngstown, Ohio.
But he's still getting like fucking $12 million a year or whatever the fuck is
That's
that.
Nick Saban.
No, I think the contract with Bo finally expired. We're still paying Mike
No,
Riley out. We're still paying Mike Riley for another.
I think
Paying
it's our
Riley.
last year of Bo. We still have Mike Riley.
Yeah, you might be right.
Because you have to stop firing coaches that are fucking 9-4 or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be better. Frost
But at
is
least
doing
Scott
good.
Frost is a babe.
Yeah, I think everyone in Nebraska is giving Scott Frost the time.
Everyone's dick is wet looking at Scott
obviously,
Frost.
I think Scott Frost too is like realizing
He's the hope.
the Big Ten is fucking difficult. You know, that's the thing too. Like Osborne
Also-
Ohio
was the
State,
champion of the
Michigan,
Big
man.
12. You know,
Agreed. But is this new training facility really worth, what is it, $350 million?
hey, it's the donors though. No
Well,
taxpayer
Jesus
money.
Christ, obviously.
Yeah, but still, yeah, it's whatever. If it needs to get updated, it needs to get updated.
Oh, not that big.
I don't know. I haven't seen any plans for it. Is it downtown?
How have you not seen any plans for it?
Well, I didn't see I didn't even look at
Do you
the
internet
blueprints
at all?
I don't look at the blueprints.
You know, internet?
That's
It's
what I
like-
want to do is
Okay.
check out the
So
architecture.
is
Well,
this
we're
the
gonna have
facility?
to take a time out so Lane can internet for.
Is this the
fucking
facility we talked about before where the AD
Yeah.
was like, we're not doing it, and Frost is like, oh yeah, we're doing it.
yeah, we're doing it.
And now it's confirmed.
Es-
It's like,
Frost said so.
how the fuck do you
Essentially-
guys not know about this? It's like
I know about it. All the alumni and donors
It's like a
were like, no,
$350 million
we're doing it.
facility.
What else
Yeah.
do you need, Frost?
Yeah, essentially, they're like,
I'll
he's
lick
our guy.
the tip of his dick. I don't care.
He's our guy. I think everyone
hit
would
for the
do
team.
that. I think people
I'm sorry.
pay
That
him
was
for
inappropriate.
that.
Please don't.
That might have been one of the top prizes. Hey, you give $5 million, you lick my dick.
That's actually the only way you get it.
10 million. I'll let you spit in my butt.
Oh Jesus.
Oh man, I would like to know who, or the donors were. Oh, he's taking it down. Get him! Get him! Oh my God, get this motherfucker.
I take it you're rooting for Michigan?
Yeah, sorry guys.
You remember what happened in Wayne, don't you?
I would just turn the ball over on downs. Michigan wins. What about Wayne? Oh, the guy that got raped.
Yeah. It was the beginning of the internet. A guy from Texas was part of some chat room that was all about crazy
You know more of
bondage
the story
shit.
than me.
Similar to, what's the Tarantino movie with the Gimp?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. If you've seen Pulp Fiction, it was just like the Gimp. And the guy had some type of terminal illness, so he said, you know what, I want to go out in a blaze of glory. Talks to Glory Hole. Talks to this guy in Wayne, Nebraska, of all places, that owned a flower shop that Lane and I used to live down the street from when we were in college.
Yeah, it was still there.
Yeah, trap door underneath there. I mean, we went to school with some people that even worked at that flower store, so the trap door and everything's still there.
I've heard people that were like in court when the table that he was strapped to was in the courtroom and shit. But was he strapped to a table for like years?
Yeah, what I remember about
Yeah.
Get real.
It was,
That's not what happened.
Yes,
it was a few months.
Oh, I
And
think it was years, man.
when I remember being told
a
it was
few
a few
years.
months.
That's like literally inhumane.
Yeah, the
what
guy
happened
went
to him
to
was
fucking
inhumane, though. He
jail.
was strapped to a board, left inside of this trap door room, and people that were involved with the local county and city governance were basically going into this flower shop all the time and having their way with this dude. Eventually, the guy said he
you
didn't
wanna
want
talk
to do
about
it
this
anymore,
dude
and they wouldn't
getting
let
it?
him go.
Okay, you want to talk about this dude getting in his way, like with these?
They didn't get away with it. The crazy part is, after all
What
you
about
heard there,
like the children? Okay.
this guy ends up
Oh.
escaping, and it all goes to court. And they made the court a
I mean, you
private
get-
event,
you-
no
you
journalists
get what-
allowed. There's a lot of crazy shit like that that's happened in Nebraska, apparently, which is very worrisome, especially the amount of cover-up that's happened with it all.
Okay, so this is from 2016. Former flower shop owner who sexually assaulted and tortured a Texas man in the basement of his Wayne store was approved for parole Friday.
Just a few years ago.
Yeah. Was in prison for 13 years, convicted of first-degree sexual assault, first-degree, second-degree, false imprisonment, terroristic threats, and failure to appear. But, yeah, he's out. The man escaped with help of a flower shop employee. The board voted unanimously. Oh, my God.
Documented.
Unanimously to release Van, the guy, in custody. Well, it's just like the Catholic Church started for good reasons.
Well, the Catholic Church is the most corrupt organization in the history of organization.
I know. It was
and probably the
on
richest.
good. Yeah, definitely. Who knows how much money they have, really.
Shit, I was at the Vatican last year. The amount of stuff they have, and they only have less than 10% of it on display.
Yeah. What's in the archives?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all worth a shit ton of money.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, what's all, like, the ancient history that we could learn from the archives, you know?
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
It's not aliens.
It's aliens.
Fuck, if we could just get a little bit of this shit. I don't know, whatever.
You guys, we got really distracted from talking about football.
Football?
Yeah.
How come?
Is that Hut?
Get big red.
Good
Got
girl
big
is in first place.
Yeah, your fantasy?
Yeah.
Who's your star player?
I don't have a star player.
Star defense?
This is why they get mad at me. Oh, sorry. I have the Patriots.
Oh, their defense has been doing good because they play nobody.
Nobody. There was one.
I don't think they've played a single team yet. Well, before the Bills, they hadn't played a team with a win yet.
I got 35 points from my defense.
Oh my
That's
god!
fucking absurd.
Yeah, they had the touchdown against the Bills.
So
a bunch of interceptions.
When do they play the Chiefs?
Week 12, I believe.
Oh, that's way.
It's
away,
late.
yeah.
It's late in the season.
Don't they play them twice?
No, probably in the playoffs again. I bet they'll play.
That's good.
Yeah,
And if Mahomes comes away with that,
he's going to the Super Bowl.
essentially, that's like if he can beat Brady.
You got to beat the best to be the best.
Yeah,
Oh,
essentially.
fucking suck a dick, both of you.
I'm not sucking anyone's dick. I just wanted to see if Derek would suck his dick.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
If he asked for it,
Oh, yeah, for
I'd be
sure.
obligated to.
Oh, D, I love you, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would.
Either you would, well, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
He's not a fanboy.
Yeah. Would you be like,
Oh, I'd get on my knees and shit.
Ooh, Mr. Mahomes.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Stressful day?
May I have another?
I'd get on my knees and do some weird shit. It'd be
Yeah,
fine.
but you would do that for Frost, too.
Oh, yeah, baby. Well, that got
Alright.
awkwardly quiet.
Yeah.
I might go to the game tomorrow night. It's they're playing the Colts in KC, but it's Sunday night game,
Ooh.
and I'd have to drive myself there and back. My dad, usually I go with him, and he'll do the driving so I can at least sleep. But they're going on to Kentucky the next day, so they're staying out there. Trying to sell my ticket, can't get anybody to buy it. So if you're listening out there right now, by chance, even though we're not going live, hit me up. I have tickets for sale, season tickets.
Also, yeah, for future KC games.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested. Is that whiskey gone?
It appears to be so.
Yeah. I
I have
couldn't
like
tell
2
if
bottles
there
at
was
my
like
house
something
if
at the
we wanna go to
bottom.
Benson.
No, I got a little bit of gin. You
You
want to drink some gin?
Are we
All right.
75 years old?
Who wins the coin toss of the game?
Who cares?
Is it heads or is it tails?
Well,
Tails.
it's Northwestern will win because the
Nebraska
visitor
will.
they get to choose, but they will choose to kick.
Yeah. Do you think Nebraska will receive first?
Yeah, and I think they know they want that because it's going to be a defensive game.
Yeah.
I feel like. Yeah.
That looks awful.
Do you want to try it?
No, I don't want to go blind.
Okay. Just drinking out of a mason jar, guys. Nothing wrong with it.
It's a Husker game day tradition.
Exactly. I'm ready for a red beer, honestly.
I haven't had one of those probably since
I have
last
to
season.
work in a little bit. Let's go have a beer.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. Anything else though to say about Huskers?
How's Spielman doing?
Or in NFL?
Can we
It's been good.
Can we resume that? I don't know. I feel like we touched on some topics that are like.
We could, yeah, that's why I want
Yeah,
to talk a
no.
little bit more so I can cut some
Yeah,
things
no.
out maybe a little bit. No?
Well, yeah, no, that's fine. But like a different day.
You want to talk about anything NFL related yet?
Mahomes is awesome.
We just went right
my
to you
fantasy
sucking
team
a
sucks, but I just pulled up a huge trade that might swing up my season.
How come you don't have Mahomes on your team?
I do have Mahomes on my team.
And you
Because,
still
like,
suck?
all the Chiefs players.
I've
It's obnoxious.
been tinkering too much with my lineup, and I keep putting guys on the bench that go off, and then if I would have
It's
started, I'd win.
obnoxious. Derek is obnoxious. Do not get into a fantasy football league with him.
What did I do to be obnoxious?
He's losing it.
Have you looked at your team lately?
Because I lose, I'm automatically obnoxious?
I mean, you're a babe, but like, fucking Christ.
I'm telling you, I'm making a comeback right now. Don't call it a comeback.
During the draft.
Paige auto-drafted because she was asleep the whole time.
That doesn't
first
surprise
of all,
me.
fuck you.
And she's winning now.
I think she drafted like 10 wide receivers.
Is anyone close
Oh, and who begged me for some?
But she's winning, though.
to who's
Eat my dick, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
who's
be
like
done.
close to
I'm
you,
done.
beating you?
Barnes, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think
Let's stop.
James has been doing, these are people have been on the show.
Hold on, we gotta say goodbye yet though.
Oh, there's a bye thing.
Yeah, we at least gotta say goodbye. I don't even know.
I think James is 2 and 2.
What am I gonna do though? Because I can't tell Chase to fuck off.
You tell me to fuck off.
No,
it's
I'm
fine.
not gonna tell you. To
You gotta
fuck
tell
off.
Northwestern to fuck off.
Yeah, fucking Pats Fitzgerald. Fuck off.
Who's Pats Fitz?
Their fucking coach.
Sounds
Pats
like Pats
Fitz.
Fitz.
Yeah, he's a fucker, an army motherfucker or something. He's from Northwestern. He's a little Northwestern boy, just like Frost, a Nebraska boy.
Aw.
Yeah.
They're leading their respective hometown
Yeah, they're
teams,
fucking. They're fucking.
Don't you dare
rivalries.
talk about Scott Frost.
We can talk about Scofro when I want to talk about Scofro.
Okay, well, yeah, you can talk about Scott Frost if you call him Scott Frost. Scofro, get fucking bent, dude.
huh? Raise your hand if you're into BFC.
He's
Big Frost talk.
Oh, yeah, he's a totally babe. He's a total babe. I don't care how big that chaw is in his fucking lip.
Yeah. What do you think he
No,
choose?
not.
Red man.
Probably something fucking terrible.
Copenhagen.
Like, yeah.
Fucking fine cut.
100% like Copenhagen.
He fucking
fine cut.
grinds it down himself too.
And I'm fine with it. I'm okay.
He has a tobacco grinder in his pocket for his wad.
Maybe.
Have you, like,
Oh,
how,
yeah.
how am I the only person that notices that?
No, I think about it every time I see him.
I've talked to like a bunch of
He's
dudes
got
who are
that
like,
Nebraska
who
look.
doesn't chew? And I'm like, what the? How do you not see it? Like, just
Have you
'cause
ever
I wanna
chewed before, Paige?
No.
Would you
No,
chew?
I'm not your wife, dude.
Would you chew Frost used wad?
No.
Wow.
She has her limits with Frost.
Yeah.
We found one.
Oh, buddy. No, I'm gonna say something real mean.
That's fine.
No, I won't chew.
I wouldn't want to make out with a girl I was chewing.
I haven't chewed in a long time.
Would you?
Not when they're actively chewing, no.
Yeah, okay. Right
Would
afterwards.
you marry a girl who chews?
My wife no longer chews. She hasn't chewed in 5 years.
How long has it been since you
no,
chewed?
that's a fucking bullface lie.
How long has it been
has
since you
not
chewed?
been.
Last time I chewed?
All right, let's
Yeah.
stop this
Well,
I
wanna
think
know
I had
this-
a pouch
it's been a
once or
long
twice
time.
in the last 5
No,
years.
like when was the last time you bought a can of chew?
Oh, shit. College?
College?
Yeah.
All right.
I quit chewing probably after sophomore
I
year.
don't even think we ever had chew in that house even.
Okay, let's stop that conversation.
We started doing snuff at
I
that
don't
point.
give a fuck.
All right.
Let's end that conversation.
On
But Scott
that,
Frost
that's
is a babe,
snuff.
and if he had a big ass chaw in his fucking, absolutely,
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick and you can do dirty things to me too. I
You
don't
can
give
just
a
spit the
fuck.
chaw right out your face.
Well, okay, no, you can't.
All right, that's-
In my mouth.
That's snuff.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Snuff. That's
You
snuff.
can't
We're
do
done.
either of those.
We're talking.
Okay.
Fuck off, Pats Fitzgerald.
Well, I guess we have.
Thank
to
you
go
for joining us, Butters and Butt, Paige and Derek. Love you guys both.
God bless. Go Big Red.
Yeah, Chase, a little bitch.
What's up, bitch?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hey,
Welcome to
Trash Talk.
Oh, God damn it. Really?
hey, you're the host of this podcast. What's up?
What's up? How's it going?
How does it feel in Lincoln right now?
There's a lot of people out. It's fucking kind of crazy. I'm fucked up. Big time.
Yeah, where you
I want
at?
to fucking lick some butthole.
In the stadium, sitting next
Ring
to
the
him.
bell, bitch. Ring the bell.
Oh shit, that's you over there.
Where's the bell at? Where's the bell? I don't hear it.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Where
Just
did you
me.
say it? Did you say it?
Hey, actually, when do you guys come pick me up?
No.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
like
In
ready to
Lincoln?
fucking go.
Go from where?
How much is an Uber from Lincoln?
Paige, come get me.
Paige isn't here.
Okay, whoever's talking, come get me.
No. Sorry.
Are you just too excited right now because of the game and you
No,
just
I'm
have
like
to leave
gonna
or
walk
what?
home. Like I'm gonna walk past the strip club. I might stop there actually.
No,
Someone come get me.
tell me about the game. What did you think?
Oh, we won barely.
Yeah, how was that being in the crowd for it?
The anticipation.
It was stupid. Whatever. I left at like halftime because it was gay,
What?
and my dad was there.
Of course you did.
You didn't even watch the end of the game?
Who is that? Who are you?
It's trash talk.
Why am I getting yelled at by a woman? I don't know.
Chase, it's Emily. Hi.
All right, let me call you back.
No, you're on this podcast.
I have to call you back
Why? What's wrong?
because there's a woman shaking her ass, and I gotta go talk to her.
Go Big Red.
I'll call you back. Bye.
Go Big Red. He's not going to call back, but it's fine. Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
I'm D.
And I'm Emily.
Thanks for joining us. Go Big Red, right?
GBR.
Got Big Red.
Go Big Red. GBR. Way to fucking pull it out. Verdal. Robinson's the true MVP, right?
Dude, him and Barry, dude, holding it down on offense and defense.
Yeah. Well, it was the whole defense line. Davis, Daniels, they held it out.
Well, I would definitely say you could probably credit the defense for this win for sure. But I think that also comes with a caveat being that Northwestern has one of the worst offenses in all of college football.
Yeah. That is very true. I mean, Martinez only scored one touchdown in the first half and a field goal. And then it just kind of stagnant the entire time.
Yeah.
The defense held it out. I mean, they let some bad plays
Hey, they did
happen,
what they had
you
to
know?
do. They got a timely play.
The fucking interception to win
Yeah.
it, essentially.
Yeah, interception, get the ball back and go for the win.
Fucking Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. What year is he?
Senior.
Senior.
He's got a little baby. He's fucking bought in, man. It's
Senior
all about
baby.
Frost. He's a Riley recruit. And then he bought into the Frost era, you know?
How do you not buy into Frost?
Exactly. How do you not? You think he's hot?
No.
You can be honest.
I actually don't find him attractive. That's all right.
Okay.
Maybe when he was in college.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have enough wins for you yet.
No. It's that ice blonde hair.
That doesn't do it for you?
Yeah.
Anti-airing.
With the ice blue eyes as well, though, right?
No. Too fair skinned.
Too Nebraskan.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, who wants to hang out at the beach with the guy that's constantly like, can you get my bag with the lotion,
Wait,
please?
yeah. Is that only
I
35?
don't want to burn. I need SPF 3000, please.
He's a good looking guy, but I don't think he's hot.
Okay.
Not my type.
He's stout.
It's whatever. It's not just a Scott Frost podcast here, okay? We're going to talk about the whole team.
I'm going to
And
sit
how-
back. I guess I know.
Verdal's
Vidral, I think, was what it was.
Vedral, the second string quarterback, apparently came in to save the day, essentially.
Well, didn't Martinez get injured?
He did hurt his ankle in the third quarter. Did not return. Him and not Spielman, Washington, both came out. But Washington's been hurt in every fucking game.
Hey, dude.
Has there been
Robinson held down that fort, though.
Robin, yeah.
How many big plays? He had two huge
Did I
plays.
not say he was the star of
Yeah.
MVP?
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
day? So
He had well over 100 all-purpose
true
yards.
freshman running back, just fucking tearing it up. Like you said, Northwestern's offense isn't that good, but their defense was good.
Yeah, they made a point to talk pregame about how good Northwestern's defense was. It seemed like they had some really good linebackers, too. I mean, we couldn't run any of the swing passes or anything out in the flats, anything like that. They were all over us. Those guys, pretty rangy, fast linebackers.
Didn't I call it was going to be a defensive game?
You did. That, predictions beginning of the game, Lane definitely called that out.
10-3 for most of the time. And I thought it was going to be like 10-9.
10-10, like over half the game, I think.
No,
Tied up.
third quarter, because Nebraska sucks in the third quarter. And then
Is that
for
when they
some-
got the touchdown? I thought they got that before half.
Northwestern got the touchdown in the third quarter, and then Nebraska, they suck in the third quarter, every third quarter. But they fucking take it up in the fourth. And they came back, especially with a fucking second-string quarterback. Like, I swear to God, start him next week. It's Minnesota. Why not? If Martinez is a little injured, like, save him.
His injury yet?
No, it's still too early after the game. This is post podcast. If we did not explain, this is post the game. Immediately, we did the pre and now the post.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Email us at trashtalkomaha@gmail.com.
What are your thoughts on Nebraska football?
I mean, honestly, the defense is like my kind of shining star at this point. They're like,
for the whole
they're my
season?
hope. No, they're just like, the defense is better than I've ever seen a defense in Nebraska in a long time.
They tackle well. I mean,
they're better than Mike
today
Riley, and like, Bo had his troubles with defense.
They did have that one wide. Bo? Pelini?
Yeah, towards the end, he was having his trouble with defense.
Yeah, that might be true.
I mean, he would really get good recruits like Sue or...
I don't know how highly touted Sue was as a recruit coming out. I think he was only like a 3-star type of guy.
Well, I
mean, all the guys blow up at
Bo obviously,
saw the
coached
physical
him.
specimen that he was.
Yeah, brought it out in him or whatever. But so I don't know. Like, to me, just like if the defense gets good, we can hold ourselves in the Big Ten. Because eventually there'll be ways to score. You got to have your solid defense, and we do. And we got the twins and the cousins. Do you want to go through it
on the D
by
line
the quarter now, or what?
Oh, we don't have to do a full game recap.
Quick little recap.
We can go over some of the, I would say, critical moments of the game. First quarter, Robinson, he got that 42-yard touchdown run. That definitely got things, kind of
set it off in a good stomp,
yeah, I would say get things going because they didn't get going by any means.
No, but I mean, like, it made them feel good to get that.
Yeah.
How late in the quarter did that happen?
That was their second drive, right?
I think it was like third, maybe
fourth.
Well,
to the truth, we don't even understand what happened at the beginning half. Hey, beer, please. You're
drinking
in for
seltzer.
Chase.
I'm in that spot.
Seltzer, please.
Truly.
Flavor pref?
Whatever fancies you. Usually I'm used to Chase like yelling at us like, fuck, beer, you want another one? So thank you. Yeah. Tony, would you call you the beer biv?
Biv?
Beer bim.
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 Why bim?
Bimbo. Beer bimbo.
Jesus.
Hey, watch it.
That's what I'm saying Tony would say. Oh, we could call Tony.
Is there more of
Should we call
Ryan?
Ryan?
I want to see if there's more of that flavor.
Did you warn him?
Yeah. He's ready. Here, I'm letting him give him a heads up here, and then we'll go through the rest of the highlights here. Basically, what happened was Nebraska got a field goal later on. A lot of stymied drives.
Let's run through the whole second quarter then, real quick.
Yeah, it's a lot of Martinez coming up short on
I
third.
thought that the defense looked good right away after the first quarter. But yeah, some punts.
Yeah, as far as the offense goes, Martinez wasn't getting it done. It was Robinson all day. Every time we did anything,
he had chances to run. Like he could have ran, but he wanted to throw it. He wanted to make that big throw. It's like, dude, just run. Get the fucking 8 yards. Get that first down.
Barry number 7 on defense. Every time they needed a play, he was there making it happen.
Yeah. On that 3rd and 13.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it was even him that got the big sack at the end of the half. Well, I don't know if that was him or not, but we got the big sack at the end of the half. They ended up tying it up, I think, early on in the third. From there, it'd be like either Barry or somebody catching a pass and then going 3 and out after that.
Yeah,
all the actions, fourth quarter. Robinson gets the big pass.
Oh, wait, stick on the third quarter for a second. We just, I don't know, we never come out on halftime like, pumped, like that. First and third quarters are bad for us, I feel like.
I've heard you say this multiple times.
There's a third quarter.
I haven't gotten to
curse.
watch many Husker games yet.
They don't do anything in the third quarter. They've probably scored 1 touchdown in the third quarter the entire season.
Time out. What do you mean you haven't watched many Husker games yet?
I just haven't. I mean, we don't have cable at my house, and, usually Saturdays we're doing house chores.
He's not a true Nebraskan.
All right.
Well, Lena lets me watch the Chiefs game. I got really into that and all my fantasy football shit, so I concede a lot.
You got what you need. You got your team. It's fine. I respect it. So yeah, Martinez went down in the third quarter, and just
that's when Verdal came in, and he didn't have a lot of time to show a lot. But you know what happened though when he was in there? They did move the ball. And he made some smart plays. That throwaway he had, I think they had the mistimed snap or something happened. They fumbled it. He picked it up, ran it straight to the sideline pretty much. And he still was looking for a receiver down the field. Pump faked a couple times and threw it away.
This kid's from Wahoo Newman, Nebraska. So he's just
right outside Omaha.
Nebraska walk-on, essentially, Yeah. Which is great because that was his, moment to live.
Yeah.
Moment to shine. He made one completion for 20 yards or more, and that's all we needed. We got the field goal because of that. He's a fucking hero in Nebraska forever.
The field goal guy is probably the hero.
The same thing happened with the last Northwestern game where Riker Fife or whatever. No, it was the Ron Kellogg III threw the Hail Mary, and Justin
went down to Nebraska, Lord.
Westerkamp caught it in the end zone to beat Northwestern in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. So
is that the game you went to Iowa game when they won it in the last second?
Yeah, it was Kenny Bell. But that's what I'm saying. Northwestern, they fucking play us tough, man. The last 5 times we've met, it's been overtime or fourth quarter. Between us teams, it's 15 points in the last years or whatever. So it's always a field goal essentially that wins it. And what do you know? It's a field goal that wins it this year. And fucking man, I was fucking
in the fourth quarter.
Dude, I was fucking nervous as fuck in the fourth quarter because
they had that one driver Nebraska just had penalty.
Yeah.
Put them in. I thought they were going to get in the red zone.
They had every chance to win it. They could have just made a run or a completion. Would have kept going, but Nebraska stepped up and fucking.
That's when they missed the 30-yarder. Was when they had the drive that Nebraska gave to them.
That was at the 9:20 or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, even then after that, though, I feel like it went back and forth. We had a drive, and then they had another drive,
after it was 10-10,
and then we got that winner drive, and then we intercepted it with a minute left or whatever.
I can't help but feel like Nebraska's defense, it seems like it's almost an all-or-nothing defense. I mean, it was good to see them today have consistency. They consistently were making stops, but for the context of the entire year, though, it's been either them getting an interception or something crazy, or they're giving up a big play.
They played solid defense, man, and
they just need consistency.
There's one play that slips in the cracks,
Yeah.
But then,
they're pretty young. Hopefully, they can get that shit together.
I mean, Iowa State obviously just found the crack and fucking exploited it,
Mm-hmm.
So they're a growing team. They're getting better. It's whatever, man. The Bill Moos just expected 6-6 this year. We're already 4-2. Things are looking good. Things are looking really good. We're gonna beat fucking Minnesota.
We should see a better effort against a team like OSU, but
yeah,
you gotta look like you mean it. When you're playing the big boys like that, and they didn't look like that at all
on the fucking national stage.
Yeah,
Derek, we were going to try to avoid talking about the fucking loss.
We don't have to keep talking about it.
But we can trash talk it, man. That's what we do here. Fucking, what the fuck, Scott?
Yeah.
What happened to Ohio State?
How do you give up 30 points before you even get a first down?
Dude, you don't. How are you on college game day and give up 30 fucking points before you get a first down? Whatever.
That's not going to help the recruits, but...
Yeah, and we had 5 fucking recruits in town. No, it was more than that. It was 9 recruits in town that day.
For the game.
For that game. Yeah. And there was
not a good look.
1 this week. I'm sure that dude that came this week is showing up next year, but yeah. If Ohio State wants someone, they get someone, apparently, Yeah. I don't know. It's whatever, man. It's Big Ten. We're building the team up. With freshmen and sophomores, he beat Northwestern. Yeah. And Northwestern has a lot of seniors because they've been fucking...
Especially on D.
Fucking Pat Fitzgerald's been around for a little while.
I really liked the backup quarterback that came in. What was it?
Verdal.
Ribal. Can't even say his name. Came out of nowhere. I really liked the way he had great poise, though, when they were playing. He, kept his eyes down the field, and he's always looking. He was just waiting. He'd buy himself time, trying to find somebody downfield to throw the ball to. Now, we didn't see enough to have an opinion on, is he good at throwing the ball? But he seemed smart, kept his head in the game. Because he wants to make a play, and he gives the team the opportunity to make that play.
He knew it was his moment to shine,
Well, I mean, hopefully Martinez isn't hurt long-term or anything, but if he's going to come back in, I think he's a guy that you might be able to trust.
I'm sure he was just kind of somewhat injured or something.
I mean, he wasn't taken out. He was out of the game.
He went into the tent.
Yeah, he didn't go over to the bellows of the stadium and get an MRI or something like that.
Yeah, and that's promising.
I'm sure we'll learn more tomorrow.
Did he say yeah? All right.
So we're going to give our call to a voice that's familiar on Trash Talk, Ryan Hansen.
He's been here for the metal orgy.
What's up, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Welcome to Trash Talk.
Welcome to Trash Talk. Happy to be on. Thanks for having me.
How do you feel, man?
Part of me feels a little bit relieved. Even when
nerve-wracking.
Even when you expect these type of games, they still find a way to even make you sweat a little bit. Like Northwestern always plays us close, but
that's what we've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah, but that one just happened to be in a weird fashion where you see a few starters go down with injuries, and you have to rely on a kicking game with a bunch of question marks surrounding it.
Yeah.
What were your? Who stood out to you besides Robinson today?
Oh, offensively or just in general?
In general.
In general, I thought Damian Daniels, his first half was probably one of the better halves he's put together since coming to Lincoln. Like first series, he's darting into the backfield, wreaking havoc. I thought there was a lot to like there. You got to give your hat to Northwestern a bit. They seem to kind of somehow figure out that a drive could work with just doing zone read. But they were able to adjust the next couple drives. But yeah, I guess one guy that really stood out, outside of Wandale, I'd go defensively and go with Darren Daniels.
Yeah. The whole defense I thought was just looking solid,
Consistent.
Yeah, another guy that stood out that used to be just a situational guy, but apparently was needed to start and play a lot of minutes was Markel Dismute. Him and Cam Taylor were really doing a great job coming downhill, making some hella good stops, trying to strip the ball a little bit.
Yeah, breaking shit up.
Yeah, so I'd have to say, if another guy, defensively was definitely Markel Dismute. You already know Cam Taylor's really good, but to see a guy where you're kind of like, I don't know if he's going to be good all the time on the field, and he really was. The defense, while they gave up a bit here and there, really did a lot to make sure they kept him out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Did Barry on defense stand out to you at all?
Not as much this game, really. He had his
First
plays,
half.
where he was in coverage. A guy caught the ball there in the second half. I think it was third quarter, and he tracked him down for fourth, stopping him from getting a first down on third down. And he had a couple chances in the backfield, and but Barry was Barry. I don't think he was as dominant the performance as we've seen from him.
I thought the defense looked the best all year.
At times, absolutely. We really shut down the run. That's the one thing this team's been pretty good about, other than, that third quarter where they really started gashing us a bit.
They figured it out for a little bit, but
yeah, I think they were able to scheme us a little bit, and so we had to adjust. And credit to the defensive staff, they really actually did a good job making those adjustments, and they really shut them down towards the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter.
Dude, how nervous were you when you could tell that it was really going to come down to the defense and you couldn't rely on the offense? Like, as inconsistent as they've been this year, I know I was just like biting nails, trying to watch that.
Oh man, I mean, edge of your seat, right? Not to be hyperbolic, but it's edge of your seat. You're just sitting there, folding the hands, head on them, just tapping the toe, like just watching it unfold, hoping they don't make a mistake, at a time where it's just really close, getting down to the wire. You're giving Northwestern kind of one last chance to drive down the field. And your defense has kind of been up and down all game. So at that point, you're kind of like, which one's coming out? Like, did they have it figured out, or are they going to drive down the field? And credit to them, they actually, came up big at the end.
Lamar Jackson steals the sunshine.
Man, wasn't that? I mean, the announcers called it, but did you see all the poor? I mean, here's a caveat to this whole game: the reffing was atrocious.
Yeah,
that play was kind of an epitome because. Full-on interception, but you see in the background of one of the highlights, Dillman's got a handful of jersey on a dude going down the field. You could have called Honus for actual pass interference on the guy who was thrown to because he gets a fair shake at the ball maybe, but I think you could have argued that was pass interference as well. And it's just fortunate that that play we were good.
Yeah, we just happened to get our hands on the ball, and
right. There were other times like that horse collar call.
Yeah, that one was
pretty bad.
That was a horrible call. Yeah, I mean that's when it set up the back-to-back penalties on us, and I don't think is that the drive when they missed the field goal.
I believe so.
Yeah, it was, but there were some bad calls in that drive, and the first half as well.
Both ways. The offsides call or the false start call, excuse me, when it was offsides on our punt, it should have given us at minimum 4th and inches, if not a first down, because it was 4th and 5. That was pretty bogus. I mean, they had a couple calls for them too, so it's not like I don't want to sit here and say like Nebraska was getting shafted all game, but it really was bad all ways.
Yeah, there were just some questionable calls, but hey, whatever. You know what? Mark it a W, right?
They had a couple holding calls that weren't flagged. I mean, so
that's every play.
Yeah,
I got a question for you, Ryan. Like, I know you watch NFL football, and you have so much officiating controversy. It seems like every week. How do you think college compares to the NFL, and some of the issues and reasons why the NFL has been doing the stuff they've been doing? Do you think that any of that's like seeping into the college level?
I think you're seeing continuity in one crew or in one level, and then something that's always laws that are always changing in another. So NCAA, to explain or dive deeper, college rules don't change a whole lot. Like, unless you're talking about a touchback rule. Or where they do the kickoff, like a catch has always been a catch, blah blah blah, 1 foot down. Like they haven't really fucked with that. Now you've got the NFL that's always trying to determine shit, over analyze shit. You're just asking one. I'm no expert, but this is just kind of like my opinion, like what I've seen, of course. So it just feels like the NFL refs are always asked to, change the way they're supposed to look at a play. And sometimes that's really hard, even for guys that are paid, $90,000 a year to go do that shit.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I just feel like there's a bit more continuity in the NCAA game. So those refs are their eyes are still trained where they need to see what they're supposed to look for, blah, blah, blah. While the NFL refs are always having to change how they do it. And some are
apologize all the time.
I think it almost brings up a conversation about the complexity of the rule book in the NFL at this point.
But they change the rules every week, don't they?
It almost feels that way. They've had college replacement refs a few years back, and they sucked. But the big thing was they had so much complexity.
Yeah, and those that during that strike, those were Division III refs.
Oh, were they?
Having now seen I've seen probably 6 or 7 Division III games. I mean, the reffing is.
So a little context then.
It's no better when the game is slower. I mean, those guys are used to slower athletes, right? And for the most part, you get some guys that fell on hard times and ended up in D3 or whatnot that were in Division 1. But for the most part, like, the game's slower in Division 3.
Oh, you're D3 for a reason.
They still
as
mess
a
that
ref.
shit up. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Youngstown State lost. Bo Pelini lost today.
Well,
It's Youngstown.
who did they play? I mean,
Exactly. Who did they play? You and I.
Fucking yeah. It
The
was.
Dome.
was it was Northern Iowa?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, Northern Iowa is actually a good team. But I mean, Bo's teams are kind of up and down as it is, so he'll probably just go 9-4 and lather, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, I was really hoping I would see him like yelling on the sideline though. I missed it. So
Get that nice bow snarl.
yeah, a classic Bo.
You like to see him get after it a little bit. It's entertainment.
It's fun to see a
was
coach
never
that
offended by
passionate,
it.
though. You know, he's like really invested in it all.
He's engaged. You can't just deny that man is not engulfed 110% into that game.
Hey, whatever, man. You love the sport. You find a way to make money off the sport. Go for it.
Right. Hey, since we're talking about old coaches, did Frankie win today too? I don't have my interwebs up.
I don't know about that one. I don't even know if Oregon State played today either.
Yeah. Well,
I'm on my phone.
Riley, I don't think is there, but
he's an assistant.
well, he's like an analyst
Coordinator.
or someone that the coach can confide in for feedback. Like when Nebraska had that dude, Bill, what was his name?
Callahan.
No, this was during, I think, the Bo Pelini era it was the Riley era. He had some guy that used to work in the NFL as like a upper management guy. It's Bill something. I can't remember, but.
So I actually had kind of a funny anecdotal story on some old throwback Nebraska stuff. Who was the quarterback during Callahan?
There were a couple.
Yeah,
The one that came over from ASU.
Oh, yeah, that's Sam Keller.
Keller. All right, yeah, the guy he's the head coach now, right, for the Bengals?
No, that's Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor,
Zach
for
Taylor
Nebraska. He was during Callahan, wasn't he?
No, he was before Sam Keller. He was actually the season before when Sam came over. Zach was the senior quarterback at that time. So Keller took over after that season.
Okay, that might make a little more sense here. So the story was that they had a Keller. He went to ASU before he came to Nebraska. Yep. My buddy lived in Arizona for a long time, and he ran into him at a bar. He was serving there, one of the bartenders, and my buddy's wearing a Nebraska hat, and he's like, "Oh, Nebraska, do you guys miss me?" And he's like, "Yeah, whatever, dude." Got his beer and left. Yeah, exactly.
And now
I thought that was
coaching?
Taylor for some reason, though.
And now he's coaching?
No, Taylor's the one that's a head coach at Yeah, so when he told me that story years ago, this was like 10 years ago this happened, and he told me shortly thereafter, that would make sense, because I was sitting there thinking, like, Taylor's a head coach, I thought he was working at a bar just 10 years ago. Man, he really worked himself up the ranks real fast, but not the same person.
Just
yeah, exactly.
Fucking liar.
So, do you guys, after watching Taylor Martinez again today, do you think like something's weird with his shoulder?
Wait a second. You said Taylor Martinez.
I meant Adrian. My apologies. That's common. I do that shit all the time. But yeah, Adrian Martinez.
Essentially the same, right? He's probably kicking a locker right now.
Well, and maybe I was making a joke because of how his arm was kind of looking today. It was awfully reminiscent of another Martinez.
Honestly, I'll tell you some real trash talk right now. Fucking start Verdal tomorrow. Next week. Verdal? Minnesota.
No,
start him next week.
We couldn't
Start
hear
him.
the show, the broadcast on TV. How do they pronounce his name?
Right. I think I actually I sent a message to my cousin kind of when Adrian finally had limped off the field. I was like, watch, this will be comedy, but no, Verdal will end up, just slinging it around like rockets, just, all of a sudden making us feel like, okay, so, Adrian plays. And then this, not to always glorify the backup quarterback, but, he comes in slinging rockets everywhere. And
he looked good. I mean, he got very limited amount of time, but to me, like, when he was in there, he
Some
tried
smart-
his hardest to keep
some
plays
smart
alive and kept his
decisions.
eyes down the field. Yeah, he threw that one out of bounds, but he kind of had it in a way where the receiver could still maybe snag it.
He never took a bad play, which is
No, he
good.
didn't.
Like he threw it away when no one was
He
open.
got a good
He
catch
keeps
to
his calm
Robinson.
about it.
Yardage when he
Robinson,
was running.
that's what I'm saying, man. It's Minnesota next week. Fucking start him. What? Why not? Give the kid some fucking confidence. Give
Right.
Martinez some fucking fire.
Well, and you know what? If he is actually kind of injured, maybe don't
Stress it.
play. Maybe rest him up. You don't have to try to run the kid into the ground like we've kind of done with Washington. It feels like.
Yeah.
I know. Frost said they kept him out for. I don't know if you guys listened to his after game press conference, but he'd already talked about how he held out Washington for a rules infraction or something to that effect. So that's why we didn't see him. But he looks injured. I wish we'd actually just hold him out and let him heal.
Yeah, if someone's gonna get hurt, they make one run and get hurt. Yeah, fucking keep him out. Let him
if he's
healed up.
Not only that, but ineffective.
Honestly, I think Mills and Robinson can hold it down without him.
Do you guys
at this
think
point.
Martinez is playing differently than last year? I
think-
remember last year and compared to this year, it seems like he's trying so much harder to be like this pocket quarterback, and pass the ball. But he's mobile. It's a strength. Play to that a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what you say.
Different
Ryan.
offensive lines. I think we're seeing how important it is to have seniority in the trenches, and the middle of our offensive line are 3 sophomores. That's not typically a recipe for success.
Yeah, I
Especially
think
one.
you're right on that.
which
We
I
lost
wanted
so
to
many
talk
guys.
about is Cameron Jurgens, and the fact that after 6 games he still can't figure out how to adequately snap a ball and not get his quarterback off schedule.
Well, we saw that Missnap there on Verdal.
But that's just what he's used to.
The team's young overall.
Martinez is used to that, so
True.
it just came
Yeah,
to
the team is
surprise
pretty young.
Verdal.
But I feel like Adrian's having to do too much as opposed to last year where, Tanner Farmer and gang actually created a decent pocket for him.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Do you
He's
think they
not-
should look at having a different strategy and have more rolling pockets and whatnot with the quarterback?
No, well, they do that already.
No,
I just feel like
They need their
they're-
team. He needs a full 4 years, right?
we need guys that are more experienced that can actually hold on to blocks. It happened again today. Bo Wilson had an okay day, but you can tell Hickson's kind of swimming in it a little
With the
bit.
team as young as it is, though, too, these guys are all going to come up together, grow together. They're going to have that chemistry. As long as they all stick together, I think later this year or maybe hopefully next year too, they're playing with better chemistry and more consistently.
Yeah, there's absolutely something to that. It's offensive linemen aren't ready to go typically in 2 seasons. You need
It's
a little
like
bit
that
more.
at
And
every level,
Wisconsin,
too.
they're always rotating in juniors and seniors.
Such a subtle
Yeah.
position, and it's hard to even watch on TV and see the subtlety to what you got to learn, counter maneuvers against guys coming at you, and vice versa.
Right. Another problem, even though we're pretty, young up there, they're athletic. They pull well. It's just a matter of hitting their blocks, and they're really poor at that overall.
Yeah, I think that's man. When you get those movement screens, you get linemen downfield. That's such a coordinated game to do well. I don't know what Frost's forte is in that stuff, but I think they should be taking better advantage of that athleticism that they have up front on the offensive line. Hopefully that would help mask some of their deficiencies based on experience to a degree. But
Sure,
it's a very
yeah.
coordinated game.
Well, if they can just, get a little more solid, it's one less thing Adrian and now Verdal are going to have to think about, But
Where was that eye line?
They need to do something at center. I'm not saying pull Jurgensen because he needs the experience, but yeah, it's.
Who are you going to go to, though?
Whatever they're doing, they need to try a new technique, maybe, because it's just
a different count or something.
it's making it way too hard for Adrian and company to operate when you get off time like that.
I personally, as athletic as their line is, I would like to see them be able to do some stuff where they put Adrian on the move a little bit more and allowing his athleticism to flash a little more games. At least give them the opportunities to let it flash a little more.
You're talking like under center type?
No,
less under center. Like
or
they're
what?
not doing so well and like just trying to hold a pocket on a straight up drop back.
That's my biggest criticism is that Adrian seems hesitant to try to run this year. Like, he could have had the first down multiple times, but he's like, oh, I want to throw, I'm going to throw it away.
Do you think that's a coach mandate, or do you think that's coming from him? Or
No,
he's just I want to be a pocket passer?
I think that's him. I mean...
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that he wants to be, he doesn't want to have to run downfield and then, have to get hit unless he absolutely has to. And I think part of it is, being a throw first guy, not just being a running quarterback.
Close the door.
No, he doesn't have to be a running quarterback, but he's an athletic dude. I think he needs to take more advantage of that.
Yeah, he does. He seems scared to run. Like, he's supposed to be this Heisman fucking quarterback, but yet he can't.
I think he's just playing not to get hurt. I think you're right, dude. Like, he has this expectation to go get yards, but he's like, it appears that he's just a little hesitant to get hurt, and then
he seems hurt, scared to run at all. Like, he just
ran a lot last year, though. I mean, he took shots.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Like,
you never seen him timid.
And there seemed like there was a couple like quarterback keepers or whatever tonight that like he should have been running on, but like he kind of was like, well, let me check my, my check down or whatever. No, he's not open. Okay, I guess I have to run. Yeah. Oh fuck, I got tackled.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. Fucking start Verdal next week.
Verdal.
Start him, man. Fucking Wahoo local. Fucking
Wahoo legend. He's a hero.
Fucking start him,
Gone
man.
down Nebraska lore.
Yeah.
Kicker getting carried up
light
the
a
field.
little fire for Adrian to come in the second half, and clean up or whatever. It's Minnesota.
Yeah, if Adrian's hurt, I think you leave him out. You have to. Like, even if he's a little hurt, Minnesota isn't. I mean, they're decent this year, but like we need to have him by the end of the season if we're especially going into a bowl game. Let's not make it worse.
Yeah, I've heard Minnesota's line is bigger than Wisconsin's line.
O-line?
It was last year,
Defensive.
too. They've got a dude that's like 6'9" or some shit. He's like 6'9", 300 pounds.
Shout out to Ryan for bringing my first Nebraska game last year to see Minnesota.
Yeah.
They turned the season around.
Derek actually was like, holy shit, that guy's 6'9", because they talked about it or someone talked about it.
Or nose tackle?
One of the linemen, I think, from Minnesota.
Yeah, he's a left tackle, technically.
Okay.
For Minnesota.
Fucking huge.
Like it when it comes to Big Pop.
They'll be fun to try to stop, but
you can't,
I don't know. I don't think they're any good.
Yeah, but you can't overlook them, okay? That's what I'm saying.
Especially with the way Nebraska's been playing.
It's gonna be just
the defense looked today. It like I brought up earlier, Northwestern is one of the lowest or worst in the nation in all the major, statistical outputs for offense.
Yeah, you're right.
Take it with a grain of salt.
But they have a really good defense.
They should look good against a team that's shitty on offense, and they did. And hopefully they can build off of it, and be more consistent.
Yeah.
It's like always big plays. Either they're making them or they're giving them up.
Yep.
I was surprised at the late game scratches, like that quarterback for Northwestern. And, we're going to see Minnesota starting a bunch of underclassmen too because of injuries. So you wonder if it's going to matter. Did Minnesota win today?
Oh, I didn't see.
I don't even know. I think
we saw Michigan and Iowa.
Yeah, because they didn't play.
Yeah, that game brought us turned us back about two decades.
Yeah, no shit. 10-3, and I think they scored all the points in the first quarter.
It's true.
Yeah, that was. If you're an Iowa fan, ouch. That was
defense, man. That's what I was expecting out of today, honestly, against Northwestern. It was going to be a defensive game. That's the big fucking 10,
How would you guys feel? So Kirk Ferentz, the head coach for Iowa, he I think is good at building and maintaining a program. They have their down years, but when he gets to build a team, after those down years, they're usually a solid team. Finishing 9-4 or better, maybe they get in the top 10 and they might have a shot at a national title if they can win some big games. If you can get that type of production, like compared to the career that Ferentz has had, would you take that as a Nebraska fan? Because look at what we've done to past coaches
No.
where they were 9-4 and we're firing them.
No, we're better than that. We're not
I don't
just
think
the average team that wins 9 games a year. We're fucking winning the
We
conference.
haven't been that way in a while.
I know, but that's the thing. We're not selling for that. We're winning the conference. Okay.
Yeah,
Next year.
I wouldn't want what Kirk Ferentz brings. I mean, it's a solid set of. It's more or less. I have no problem with his recruiting and the guys that he gets and what he does to them, but their football play acumen as the game goes is pretty suspect. They punked us a couple times. I won't get it twisted. They've game planned us all right,
but they're average.
Well, I'm not saying stylistically do you want to coach like
it's just
Ferentz. I'm just saying if that type of production as far as wins go.
No.
Right. No, and I understand. And I'm spouting out their positives, even, if an Iowa fan's listening, but
I think he's a hell of a coach personally.
But I don't think overall I would want that, even though they do turn out some good talent. I just think, if
it's Iowa, they don't get the best recruits, but they're always going to play you hard.
Best coach
most
Iowa's
years
ever
they're going to
had.
be probably a top 25 team.
No, only with him. That's recent. They've never won a national champion. They've never gone.
Then they probably never will. But they don't get big recruits.
They've never even won a conference championship.
They played in one when they actually went undefeated
but they
for
lost.
the regular season.
Then
they ended up getting boat raced, and then they went to the Rose Bowl and got boat raced.
His offenses can't keep up with that. But with the type of recruits they get, they can't. Unless he gets some like super athletic freaks that he can develop, it's just not going to happen at Iowa.
I think if you give coaches 2 weeks or more, you can game plan Iowa pretty well. Like that's I wish we had better coaches. I think now with Frost here, we'll have better game plan coaching. So as the years go on, as our coaches get used to being in the Big Ten and playing against these guys, they're going to understand how to attack them and change and go forward. I think.
Well, he's getting better recruiting classes already, and that goes a long way.
That'll go a long way too. But part of I think our struggle is we've got a bunch of coaches that have this is all of their second year in some fashion in the Big Ten, so they're just getting used to all these different teams. As we build a bit more of a rapport, I guess you could say, or if we, the more we get used to all of these, like we used to with the Big 10 and 12 or Big 8 and 12, excuse me. Like,
yeah.
Iowa, these coaches, I think, will be able to game plan or adjust better to these teams than what they're doing right now, since they're still just getting their feet wet and understanding them all.
Has Iowa even ever won or been talk about being a champion?
They've won a Big Ten championship in the past. It's just probably been 30, 40 years.
Yeah, but there's a thing. If you're not going to, have that respect of, oh, yeah, we can do this because we've done it before, you're not going to get those recruits. But whatever.
True, especially nowadays. Absolutely.
They're a tough team. They're gonna fucking play us really tough this year, but that's the end of the year for us, so we've, stepped it up a couple of times. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, Ryan. Any last hot takes? What are you hoping for this season?
Eddie, you said hot takes.
Hot takes. What are you hoping for with your dreams? There's only a couple more games.
Dreams.
We're halfway through, almost.
No, it's not going to be a national championship, so we can cross that off.
No. Yeah, I guess we are at the halfway point, aren't we? Because this is kind of like last year's team.
Yeah.
Last year's team kind of, made a turning point after getting, beaten over the head by Michigan. And then this year it was Ohio State that did it to us. So we probably do see a lot like what we saw last year, but it's just going to be different now with a bunch of young guys figuring it out as we go. I think my pipe dream would that another center would come in and block just as well as Cameron does and snaps better. That would be my dream.
An actual kicker.
My hot take. But
can't be too bad at the kicker. I know he missed that one he should have made, but
it's our new.
What was he, 3 or 4?
It's a new kicker.
Yeah, you guys. You know what? I think I'm gonna. I still have some eligibility left. I think it's about time. I'm going to enroll. I think
you heard it here first, folks. Ryan's going to try out.
Do
next year. There's going to be a 38-year-old kicker on the field.
Walk on.
kicking for Nebraska. 'Cause
How do you feel
The
about
kicking is just-
Nebraska moving forward this year after the win today? Like, did you see anything that really encouraged you?
I mean, yeah, you see, because you're seeing a lot of guys get out there and play. Even you saw it.
Robinson definitely looked
defensively,
good.
Yeah, I think the one hard game I feel a little bit okay about because the Ohio State game is really going to toughen that team up. So I hope. I mean, there's a part of me that really believes that the Wisconsin game won't be as ugly as maybe I thought of it would be when I first saw Wisconsin come
I think
out
it's going
and
to still be
run
ugly, but
rough rod.
hopefully we move
It's gonna
forward
be
a little bit,
ugly.
make some progress.
Unfortunately, it'll be less ugly as the Ohio State. Unfortunately,
I
still be
and I
ugly.
think that comes with the fact that we just got. I think with Ohio State really punking us in the mouth, that was a good precursor to the rest of the season because it's going to get Minnesota's going to be a really tough out. They're always going to play tough for sure, like just hard hitting defense, blah 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 blah, and then. I think
What's
we have
that
Indiana
fucking-
this year,
what's
don't we?
what's their coach's name? Fleck.
Yeah, PJ Fleck.
PJ Fleck, that motherfucker. Like,
row the boat.
Stomped his ass last year.
get on the boat.
What was that score, like 56-24 or something like that?
I think it was like 52-35, something like that.
Oh,
Like,
they
we
got some
really
garbage
after
time
it last year.
touchdowns.
Yeah, and their quarterback's going to be a little bit better than they were last year.
They're
And
gonna
it's
show
up
up
there,
to play.
so that's a neat little caveat.
It's in
I
Minnesota.
still feel like it'll be. Every week I've predicted kind of a close win or a close loss, like last week, but that didn't work out.
You're not gambling against them, are you?
No, I don't gamble because then I start.
He plays
like,
fantasy
thinking
football
dumb.
with me.
Yeah,
That's
I do
gambling
fantasy
enough.
football, but
They
like
just beating you.
gambling, I overthink a bit, and so I don't make the best bets. So I just don't do it.
That's okay.
You going to any games coming up soon that you're aware of already?
Huh?
You got any games you're going to this year confirmed yet?
Well, I went last week. That was a good time, except for the Nebraska fans giving an Ohio State fan a poor time. But I don't know if I'm going to go to any more this year. We'll see. It's usually by ear. I didn't really. I mean, there's a couple good ones left that would be really nice to go to, but no plans to.
So I got a question on Robinson's performance. I think obviously the run he had, the big one for the touchdown, was all him. But
More
on the
than
other
that,
splash
man.
plays he made, how much do you think the other team or the rest of our team was helping him on those plays versus him just like being an athletic freak and making a play?
Well, that first run was all him really on the jump cut, but
The touchdown?
Noah, on the touchdown, Noah
Okay.
had his defensive back locked up. Like that was one of the few times the wide receivers won that matchup, and it created a nice little lane for Wandale. And then he was able to outrun the safety.
Man, he had that one other big run in the second half. He was
with that
in
shovel
the
pass.
backfield and he couldn't keep it up. Running that hard for long.
Sure,
Otherwise, he
yeah,
would have had
he
a
was-
touchdown. He didn't have that
I
pull
think
away.
he was going to get caught, even if he
He did get
slowed
caught.
down
There was
too
one of them
juke,
where
but-
he broke up in the open field. I think he took it like 30, 40 yards, and they caught up to him after he broke past him initially on the acceleration.
That was when they missed the field goal.
Yeah.
He said-
Man,
him
that's a tough little dude. The way he gets hit some games. I mean,
Dude.
there was a dude during the Ohio State game, last name Warner, that just came up and just destroyed
Drilled
him,
him.
basically, and drove him to the ground. He hopped right up. Another couple times today, he got hit really good, and he pops right up a little bit. I mean, that little dude for being 5 foot nothing and 180 pounds, he's built really tough.
If I had to nitpick anything, I just wish I would have saw a little bit more breakaway speed on that one play. Like he was
Sure,
behind
yeah.
everybody, and they caught up to him. But his acceleration is fantastic. Like he can get from
He drives
move so fast.
He drives through people.
But once
too,
he's
though.
like, when you have the open field, man, I wish we had a player that you could just take it to the house. If I get the open field, I'm gone. Nobody's catching me.
Yeah, I think if that's Maurice Washington making that play, that's a touchdown. But he's not 100% right now, so he's not going to make that play.
I'm Robinson for the rest of the season, man. I don't want to see Washington start.
I don't want to see him in Washington either until he's at least closer to 100%. Because right now he's just walking from being tackled to a play, and he's immediately limping.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. He's just losing yards for us. You're not
going to get the right Maurice, going right now. And then that one time where the play calling was 3 plays to Maurice right after they come out of the fucking the locker room. That was a goddamn joke too. Like, just. I don't even know what they were doing. Like, yeah, Maurice is there, so everyone's going to key on him. And what they do, they gave him the ball. Good job.
All right, Satan.
And he's hurt, like, geez. All right, that's my couch side of
Couchside football with Ryan Hansen.
Couchside rant by Ryan Hansen.
Yeah, you're normal ass dad sitting at home talking about Huskers.
Pretty much, right? Like, if I had been calling the plays, I tell you what, it would have been off short side of the field. Anyway,
Frost would have put me in.
Right.
Throwing it over the mountains.
Throw this pigskin quarter mile.
Good old Uncle Rico, man.
Exactly.
Good to see he's back in the news.
With Gardner Minshew. Did you see I picked him up a few weeks ago in our fantasy league?
Yeah, there was a really cool video of the two of them on SportsCenter last week.
Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, shit. Ryan, you're in the league with Paige that's beating all of you?
Paige
I'm in a football. Yeah, I'm in a fantasy football league with Paige.
The same, and she's winning.
Yeah, she was on it with us. We did a pregame, a little warmer upper.
She was talking shit because she's winning.
Yeah, she was talking mad shit, man. We need to bring her ass down to earth.
She's doing pretty well this season. I'm kind of in the league that I'm in with Derek. I'm kind of okay. Like, I've got a couple good players, a couple role players that I'm kind of hoping for the most part. Because it's going better than last season, which I didn't win a game. Yeah, that was a whole debacle. That's another podcast. I can't talk. That was just a shit show how that last season worked. So I'm just thankful that so far it's going a lot better than last season.
You don't have the Patriots defense.
No, I
wish what Paige has.
They've been just demons.
Dude, they've barely played anybody, and the first team they played with a win. Was the Bills.
Yeah.
Who granted were undefeated, but they got Josh Allen at quarterback.
Yeah. Josh Allen's a breath of fresh air for all the Bills fans. He's outside of getting destroyed on running the ball. He's been playing really solid.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting for the Patriots-Chiefs game to really find out what's up with the season.
For AFC, at least.
Does that happen? Do the Chiefs play the Patriots
They do. They play them later in the season. I think I said earlier it was Week 12. Week 12 might be the Chiefs' bye week, but it's like around that time.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel like that's a big turning point, though, in the NFL. Whoever wins that game is like...
Both teams could very well still be undefeated at that point.
Exactly. The only two, right?
And I'm pretty sure it's a primetime game, too. It's in Foxborough.
They have to make that. That's like
you
a
can't
Monday.
call me during the podcast.
That's a fucking Sunday night.
I can come in. We can watch it.
We can do a Chiefs special that week.
You did me a favor.
That's going to be a fun game.
I would. Because Chase is a little bitch and went to the Husker game tonight. You couldn't even join us.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool, but it's also a bitch move.
Yeah, you missed the podcast and all that. That's kind of BS move. But, at least he got to see a win. Could have went way worse.
We're trying to talk some trash here because he said he wasn't going to the game. They're doing a podcast, and then it was the day before. Oh, wait, what? Podcast? I'm going to the game.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, great. I only had people lined up to podcast.
No big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
I think we held it down.
We don't need him.
We only called him twice.
It would have been cool to have him on. I know he's probably going to listen. So it would have been cool to have him on. I don't, not knowing him very well, it's good to chat with him.
Yeah, well, we need to get you on physically again soon.
Yeah, I'm always down. You guys know this.
All right, good deal. Well,
yeah.
More NFL talk in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah, give me a holler. I don't know how much longer we're going for, but yeah, I'm definitely down to come on with you guys.
You're a Niners fan, aren't you?
I am a Niners fan. We play Monday night. Kind of stoked about that.
Yeah, you guys are undefeated too. Patriots, Chiefs, Niners, all undefeated. Two
Right.
AFC
I
teams
think-
and one NFC.
Who do they
being the
play?
Niners.
Who do they play Monday night?
We're probably the worst of the bunch. I'm not going to get it.
Probably.
Like, I'm not.
Probably.
So who
Of
are you
all
going
the
to lose
undefeated
to?
teams,
Who are
yeah,
you
of all
losing
the
to
undefeateds,
on
we're
Monday
the
night?
worst.
Who are you losing to on Monday night?
We're not going to lose to the Browns. I think.
The Browns.
All
Although
right, you're
the-
right.
the
You're
Br-
right.
The Browns are good. Don't get it. Let's
They're
not.
2-2. All right,
Yeah.
let's not go overboard here.
Well, they're not 2 years ago when they were 0-4.
They're
at
better
this
than
time,
2 years
so.
ago, but they're not.
Right.
They're 2-2.
Nick Chubb's coming off a like 3 touchdown, 174-yard game or
If
something.
they better
along those
keep
lines.
running it because
So-
they've not used them well beginning of
My
part of the year.
Niners have a pretty stout run defense. I mean, you could pass on us a
Niners
bit
got a
because
good
we're
line.
outside of Richard Sherman. We don't really have much in the DB. Well, but we stopped the run. So I think it's going to have to be Baker Mayfield.
Nah,
throwing
he
over
ain't
those
doing it. He's a
linebackers.
pussy.
Nah.
He lost out to
ain't bad.
Patrick
He's gonna
Mahomes
get
on like being a
his, but-
starting quarterback, man. He ain't got nothing.
Give him another team besides the Browns and see how he does.
They have good talent on the offense.
Oh man, they picked up a bunch. I mean,
Yeah, they're crazy talented.
Ron Landry.
Their
and
line sucks though. Their O line is pathetic.
exactly.
They've
So
got
how
they've
is
got
the
one good guy
quarterback?
on line, and then the other bunch
Is that
of
Batonio or
fucking-
whatever? Is he still there?
Yeah, Batonio's still there.
Yeah, he's good, right?
yeah, he's Pro Bowler, I believe, or at least
Yeah,
at
he's
time
at the one good guy. They had all the other guys last year, and they let them all leave,
Yeah,
and they put
used
it
to have
all in
Joe
the skill
Thomas,
position.
too, I believe it was.
So wait, so will the Niners play the Chiefs in the playoffs or the Super Bowl?
It'd be the Super Bowl.
It would have to be their regular season, which we actually played last year and 2 years
We
ago.
did. Yep.
In the
We
regular
played in the
season.
preseason this year too.
Okay.
Yeah, we played in the preseason. But yeah, if we were to play this season, it would have to be in the Super Bowl, which
So it could
that will
happen.
not happen.
I was at the Niners
No.
game for the preseason this
No, it
year.
couldn't. If the
it
Niners
won't.
made the Super Bowl, we would have had to turn in a pretty
Miracles.
good defensive performance. Offense is good, but I think we're still a little. We lack a couple wide receivers.
I
think,
haven't
and
watched
maybe
him yet, but
one
it
more
seems like
offensive line.
Garoppolo's doing what he's got to do.
So what's more likely, the Niners make the playoffs or the Huskers make the Big Ten championship?
Oh, Niners make the
Niners.
playoffs.
Yeah, hands down.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I see where
Niners
your
make the
allegiance
playoffs over that.
lies.
It's nothing about allegiance. It's called reality.
I mean, we'd have to. It'd probably be a wild card because I think right now Seattle's the team to beat.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though they've got one loss on the record. You saw the Rams game.
I
the
like
other
Pete
night.
Carroll, man.
I do like
They
Pete.
play defensive. They play divisional games
Isn't that
really,
motherfucker
really,
like
really tough.
70 years old or something?
Yeah, damn near like 68 or 9.
And he looks
He
like
still
a
looks good though.
golden guy.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age, shockingly, and looks
Yeah, he
basically
looks like he's in his
like
late
Shatner
50s.
in his 50s.
Yeah,
Looks
exactly.
better than Andy Reid.
Yeah, definitely. Most people look better than Andy Reid.
Who doesn't look better than Andy Reid?
Andy Reid
right?
being the head coach of the Chiefs.
I think he's the same age as Tom Coughlin, and you can tell a world of difference between the two.
Yeah, Tom Coughlin looks like fucking Hank Hill's dad. I'm King of the Hill.
Cotton with
That
no
is hilarious,
ankles.
man. Well played.
He's got no shins. They're
Got him
blown
shut off and numb.
That's fucked up.
Oh man.
All right, Ryan. What else?
Yes, sir.
What else you got to say, man? What else you want to talk about? You need any trash or what? What's up?
Any trash? Oh man.
Take out the trash.
Yeah, fucking
Gotta
let it
take
out.
out the
This is
trash.
your opportunity. You know.
Well, there's always the obvious ones. You could go with like the Antonio Brown biz. You guys have heard the latest on Antonio Brown. Now he's like,
Let's not
Hey,
pick low hanging fruit.
yeah, that guy's a mess. Yeah, he's not playing in the NFL for a while.
Do
even
you think
even
that
if
the Vontaze Burr effect had anything to do with his behavior? He's always been a diva, but he
Oh,
is
man,
like
he's
off the
always
wall
hit.
since then.
He's always been a guy that fucking just plays a little extra, you know. Everyone gives Sue and Incognito a fucking hard time, but that dude's out headhunting like
Oh yeah, he is.
every game.
Did you see the thing came out in the news the other day where his mom or parents or somebody was trying to like defend him in the public eye? They're like,
of
well, he's
course.
always played that way, even since he was like 6 or 8. And it's just like, shit, dude, the kid's over there trying to pop people off. Like, you know, why didn't anybody say anything then?
He's always
he's
been my
always played
special
with-
man.
You mean he's always tried to hurt people? That's really cool.
Well, that explains him not learning from all the suspensions he's already had and fines.
He always breaks people's arms. That's just what he does.
His first murder was at 7. Good Lord, give it up.
He got manslaughter when he was 10. Not a big deal.
What do you expect? Buy the ticket, take the ride.
What?
But yeah, I'm glad they've suspended him for the season though, because I mean, he just routinely hits people. And did you guys see that a second hit during that game that got him ejected and suspended? There was a second hit with some dude coming over the middle.
Oh, I saw the video of the one that everybody's been talking about. I didn't know there was a second.
Well, yeah,
hit.
there's that one that got him booted because he literally just drilled Jack Doyle right in the head. But then there was another play, I think, before that started making its rounds that ended up going to the NFL. But it's him hitting one of their slot receivers as he was coming over the middle. And he just plops him right in the face. You know, forearm shiver, some shit. You know, It's just,
Does that
that type of stuff is whatever, man. Like, you're dirty at that point. You're just trying to get people hurt. Get out of here.
Essentially, which is the NFL in general.
Yeah, it's a different bird that's why a lot of people don't care for the NFL. And people just
you listen to some of the players, and to an extent, I can agree with this. The whole thing about there's so much better athletes, blah blah blah, But at the same time, it's like
margin for error. So when the plays are big, they're big.
Yeah, sorry if you get a bad call on you, man, and you couldn't help it because of your physicality, but at the same time, you watch Vontez, you're like, dude, you had a choice. You could clearly see that.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like, sorry, I'm also, this is bad radio, eating a pizza too. It's cold.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we got a pizza getting delivered to us right now.
Do we?
That's what's up.
Varsity Pizza.
Is the bell gonna go? Are they gonna ring my doorbell?
You guys, I forget, Lane, you live super close to Varsity. That's dope. We used to get them ordered to my place all the time.
Yeah, it's super awesome. Love pizza. Varsity is the best.
Would you get a Tommy Boy?
Roman coin. I don't know. We got Roman coin.
Well, no, I mean that's the place. But what kind of pizza did you guys order?
Combo.
There you go.
Add garlic.
Oh, we add garlic. Shit.
Come on over to Trash Talk Studios and make out with some people. You'll love
fucking
it.
Garlic pizza.
Ooh, man, that'll be a fun place.
Yeah. Hey, if we go to the national championship, I want to have like a fucking awesome podcast where we just call everyone.
Just get a round table?
Yeah, get everyone's opinion.
What if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, man. No one cares about the
Another
Chiefs.
selfless plug here.
Derek,
I know,
for you,
Derek,
I'll
and
tell you right
Barnes,
now.
that's
I'll give Derek and Barnes a podcast if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl this year.
There you go.
You know that's going to devolve into, right?
No.
It's going to be so beautiful. Tune in. All right? I'm telling you. The best episode and biggest, bestest.
It's not happening because I know the Chiefs fucking choke every playoff, right?
Yeah.
Not with Mahomes,
New England's
man.
gonna... I don't think
Mahomes choked
Derek?
last year.
Yeah.
Derek, do you really
31
think you're
points and
going
a
to beat
half.
the Chargers twice?
Ooh.
Yeah, they have too many injuries.
They already did once, right?
No, we haven't played the Chargers
Oh, you
yet.
haven't played them yet. Ooh, shit. What if they beat you? Is it over?
No, it's not over. The Chiefs, they'll be in the playoffs. That's not a question. It's a matter of seeding.
Because of Mahomes, they'll be in the playoffs.
Yes, they'll be in the
Denver looks
playoffs
atrocious.
because of Mahomes.
Right. Denver looks atrocious, and then, Oakland's whatever.
better.
What's up with NFL teams throwing themselves this year? Is that real?
What do you mean throwing themselves?
Like
hurling guys?
There's like 4 teams that are just like trying to
the Dolphins
lose.
being like the big poster
They're
child for blowing
trying
the
to
season.
lose. Tanking, yes.
Take a page out of the NBA.
Mandatory tanking. What's with that? Is that real? Is that happening?
It's not mandatory tanking, but they got rid of all their best players in the Dolphins. Outside of the dude they signed to a contract extension this summer.
The team still makes money whether the team wins or loses.
Well, they
So
have
they
revenue
let them
sharing in the
lose.
NFL, so you'll make that. If your fans stop showing up, that's your biggest revenue stream.
I don't think
And
so.
that and like team jersey sales and
They
shit like
still
that.
make money off of like concessions and just
That's
selling,
what I'm saying. Fans in the stadium.
selling
People have to-
ads. Oh, are you still here?
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, Sandy!
What's up, Sandy?
People have to go. The fans. If they're not
Yeah, but
going, then
but the team
concession
makes more
sales
money
happen.
off of ads. They don't care about the fans. They care about the ads they sell.
No, they care about the money.
So if
They need butts in their seats too. That I mean,
yeah, that's where a big chunk of your shit comes from.
you don't recommend your team failing.
They're
tanking.
trying to trade away all their players, get as many draft picks as possible, and they want to get as high as they can in the draft. And
Is
they're
that-
going to get a quarterback more than likely.
Well, what if 4 teams tank? Like
There's
that's
probably
happening?
somebody they want this year.
But
they've
that's
targeted.
that's the problem, though. What happens when 4 teams tank like they are?
Then they're basically fighting each other for who's the worst. They have tiebreaker bullshit in the NFL.
They're
based
all
on who you
fighting for the
played and, like,
Stinko award.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the number one draft pick.
And who's that?
Probably going to be the Dolphins, but we'll see. It's only 4
Fucking
weeks in.
Jalen Hurts.
The
man.
guy from Alabama probably this year, but there's a guy
Tua.
from Oregon that's pretty good. There's a
I don't like.
quarterback.
I'm not big on Herbert, but yeah, Tua's probably
Ryan.
up there.
Ryan, who do you think is number 1 right now?
quarterback or
Number
player in
one
general.
draft pick right now.
Just Heisman winner. Taylor.
I think Jonathan Taylor should win the Heisman.
He honestly should. I would fucking
Who's he play for?
Wisconsin running back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
he'd probably be my favorite right
But it
now,
would
and
be
that's
really
not to
cool
homer Big Ten, but he
if
literally is like the best thing going right now offensively.
he's just like the star. If Jalen
Jalen and
Hurts,
Tua, they're up there, man. Like,
Jalen should beat Tula out because Tula stole the position from him, at Alabama, and then he went to Oklahoma, and that's why he should win fucking Heisman at being
Man,
at
I think-
Oklahoma.
dude, wouldn't it be great? I know it's nice having Scott Frost back, but wouldn't it be great to have Lincoln Riley as a coach who can just take a quarterback and in one season turn him into something he wasn't the year
Oklahoma
before?
coach. Yeah, it would be fucking tight as fuck.
Jeez, man. Like, he just,
But-
there wasn't really much wrong with Jalen. He just had some little funky delivery issues.
There was just a
And-
freshman that was way better below him,
Yeah, had good throwing. He already had all that good throwing motion and
He
stuff.
took
but-
Alabama to the playoffs, and then he just let
where did he
Tua-
transfer to?
from
Oklahoma.
Alabama. He transferred
To
from,
Oklahoma.
from Alabama
Yeah,
to
he's the
Oklahoma.
guy at Oklahoma
Yeah.
right now. That's like probably the most efficient.
That's who
quarterback
Tua
in the
took over
country
from
right now.
in the championship game.
Yeah, second half, Tula took over in the as a freshman.
Came out second half, start and just took it from him.
Was
Crazy.
That wasn't the Clemson game. Was that? That wasn't. Was
He's
that
got to have a permanent mushroom stamp on his
Was
face.
that during the Notre Dame game or something? What game was that?
It was the first round of the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I don't know. I think it would be funny as fuck if Tula or if Jalen won it at Oklahoma and raped Tula in the fucking eye socket.
That's some good Schadenfreude that I would get down for.
Agreed. Well, on that note, anything else before we wrap up here?
Well, really, I guess thanks to you guys for having me on.
How about this? Go Big Red!
Go Big Red.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, man. But yeah, thanks again for having us. Yay, we got a W, or having me, excuse me, and glad we got a W and we could talk about a win as opposed to talking about an L.
Yeah,
That's never a fun time.
for sure. This is a good win to talk about.
Hey, I mean, despite all of it, we knew it was going to be a defensive battle, and we just had a couple. Like I said, it was earlier. It had a couple extra things to it. You had change of quarterback, change of start. Number one wide receiver and punt returner, and
Jackson was possibly the play of the game, and Robinson holding down the fort.
Essentially,
Boodle almost destroying someone on the field. Almost getting away with murder too.
straight up eating a
At that
guy.
point.
Way to take a page
Yeah.
from Burfick's book.
Oh, he hit him perfectly. Dislodged the ball. Like that's how you draw it up. You could put that hit on some training tape. That's how cool it was. But yeah, it's just glad we're talking about a win, and hopefully all the snap, when we talk again, hopefully we're not talking about snapping and not being a problem, and maybe Adrian's not hurt anymore.
Maybe some consistency on offense.
Could be a whole different season. We could play for the championship when we talk next.
We'll see.
Oh, boy. And I love Santa Claus.
Well,
oh, man.
Yeah. Well, keep your emotions out there or whatever. Sites open. Thanks for calling, Ryan.
Absolutely.
Oh, don't call us. We'll call you.
Derek. All right, guys. You have a good one.
All right, later, Ryan.
Take it easy, man. Peace.
Yep.
Go in peace. Oh my God.
I think at the end of the day, a win's a win, and you can't bitch too much, but there's definitely room for improvement. Especially against a team with such offensive ineptitude as Northwestern.
Yeah, you have to be ready for it.
But they're a good D.
We
got Grape coming back on now?
I'm hoping so.
Is this my Uber?
Are you here? Are you coming to pick me up? He texted me after that. Come pick me up.
He did?
Yes. Oh, what a douche.
I thought he was meeting the ladies at the bar.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh, he must be talking to him right now.
I guess so. He doesn't need a ride home anyway.
Yeah, you guys got your own vehicle?
I can't talk. I'm talking to ladies right now. My name's Chase Grape. It's fake name.
Fake name.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
Oh, he hung up that time.
He's fucking hanging up.
His nose are going. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck, Chase?
So you're going to call him one more time?
Yeah, do it.
Oh, of course I'm going to do it. But I'm going to give him a second because I sent him a text. Do you have any opinions you want to say?
No, I feel a little silly being on your podcast tonight. I don't have much to chime in on Nebraska football.
Welcome to the podcast.
No, thanks. I'll take the name Sandy.
Sandy?
Who's Sandy?
Sandy?
It's been forwarded to an automatic...
Oh, he's like just holding it like, shut up, Lane, leave me alone.
Fuck. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is the fucking...
Welcome to Trash Talk.
Welcome to Trash Talk, motherfucker.
Hey, you guys are still fucking playing?
Yeah, where the fuck are you?
I'm in Lincoln. I'm waiting for a ride.
To where? You're gonna Uber back to Omaha?
No, a girl from Omaha was picking me up.
You giving her a blowjob on the way back?
Tell me what you think of the game.
Oh, well, we won. It was fucking bullshit.
That we won was bullshit.
No, it was retarded. Like 10 to 10. Then we fucking win for a field goal.
Did you not
awesome.
cheer your ass off when we won?
Dude, I just fucking I'm in a bar right now. I fucking ran into a dude that played for Nebraska in 95. He's showing me all these pictures and all his rings he's won. And I'm like, dude, I fucking love you. Dude, this guy is the fucking the shit. Cause he big as a shit.
What's his name?
I don't know. He left. I told him I loved him so much. He left.
Wow.
It'd be creepy.
Yeah, you probably freaked him the fuck out.
I think I was being creepy, but I'm like, dude, I fucking love you. You're the badass motherfucker.
Did he play
through
for Northwestern? Did he play for Northwestern?
He played for Nebraska back in 95, 94, man. I was like, fuck, dude, you're
So he knows Scofro?
I was gonna say,
did he buy your drinks?
Yeah, and I was like, how do you feel about this team today? And he's like, I don't know. They'll get their shit together. And he's straight up, they'll get their shit together. Hold on, there's this hottie walking by me right now.
Let's talk to her. Give her the phone.
Put some people on the phone.
All right, let me see if I can talk to her real quick.
I want to hear what people in Lincoln think of the game.
Right.
Lincoln thinking.
Hey,
Husker Tot.
Listen.
There's a podcast that I have, but they want to talk to you.
Stop. No, they don't. Stop.
We want to talk to you.
What do you mean a podcast?
Hi, Lane.
Hey, what's up?
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Who is this?
This is Lane. Where
I know. Why am I talking to you?
Because I have a podcast called Trash Talk Omaha.
Trash Talk Omaha? I'm from Omaha.
Yeah, Trash Talk it. What do you hate about Omaha?
No, I love Omaha.
I love Omaha too.
Roll
That's
J's, baby.
Because you trash.
Roll J's. RGD MFJ. Roll goddamn motherfucking J's, baby.
Yeah.
McDermott.
Fucking Crane it. Creighton.
What?
This is no McDermott era though.
Dude, I played volleyball and don't hate. Don't hate.
Oh, all right. So bumps at Spike. Tell me what you
Bumps
think.
that spike it. That's the way we like it.
Who's better, Nebraska volleyball or Nebraska football?
Suck my dick. I'm in Lincoln right now.
I know the answer. Volleyball's better.
Creighton volleyball.
Exactly.
Creighton volleyball is better.
Creighton's better than
J's, baby.
Lincoln. Creighton's
Stop.
better than Lincoln.
No, this is the one thing I hate about Omaha is people think that Nebraska volleyball is better than Creighton. That's the only thing I hate about Omaha.
So who is better? Tell me.
If you want, who's actually better?
Yeah.
Creighton volleyball.
Oh, that's fucking hot take.
That's controversial.
I swear to God, Nebraska's like number one in this fucking nation.
Bro,
right
I'm
now.
not biased. I'm just telling you. Telling you how it is.
I swear to God, Nebraska's number one in the nation in volleyball.
No, they're not. No, they're
What
fucking
are
not.
they? They're
I
better.
don't even know who this is, but I'm going to tell you that you're fucking wrong.
They're better
What are
than
they, number
Creighton.
3? Come on now.
Yeah, you don't talk about
Is this a
Creighton.
joke?
Creighton is not better
They
than
actually have a
Nebraska.
podcast? Am I live?
Yeah,
You're
No, I'm
live
not.
right now.
You're Trash Talk Omaha.
Oh, no. Guys, I just talked about Creighton volleyball. Don't put this live.
Are you on?
You're
Are
too
you on
late.
the team?
You're a little too late.
No, I just graduated last May, but still.
What's your name?
Sam. No, I'm not telling you.
Sam. All right, Sam. Thank you. Trash Talk Omaha.
There's multiple people here. I'm worried. I'm concerned.
Sam, what about
I just
that? What
outed
about
me.
that game you watched? What
Just
about
make a
that?
donation. It'll be fine.
Tell me about the Northwestern game you just watched.
The Northwestern game, I think that Nebraska should have kicked their ass by like 40, but they didn't because Nebraska sucks this year too.
Well, why
Sorry.
weren't you there
That's true.
cheering? Why weren't
Go
you?
Yeah, but go Noah Vedral.
Okay, so you're a Vendrell fan.
Yeah.
He's starting next weekend, right?
He is starting.
I fucking hope so.
I fucking hope too.
What's your name again?
I can't tell you.
Sam.
I'm not outing myself.
Sam, I love
Don't
you.
say my name.
Sam, I am. Eat green eggs
Oh
and
my
ham.
god, they're saying my name. Oh no. I just outed myself. This
Hey.
isn't a real podcast, right?
Yes, it's totally real.
This is
No,
real
it's
life.
not. Who
This is
listens
happening
to
right
this?
now.
How many viewers you
This
get?
is Trash Talk Omaha.
How many viewers?
Trash Talk Omaha? I don't know if I've heard of this.
It's
I'm
You
concerned.
have now.
It's real. You're on it. Welcome to Trash Talk Omaha.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It was a good welcome.
Sam.
All right, here, I'll tell you what I hate about Omaha. I live in downtown,
Oh yeah.
and
I
hate-
live in Midtown.
I hate the price, one, for not that big of a hype. Two, I hate the homeless people.
Yeah.
3, I work in Nodo, North
Cubbies?
downtown. I work at Lefty, O'Toole's,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
Rocco's Pizza and Cantina across the street
I'm
from
sorry.
TD Ameritrade.
That sucks.
No, dude. No.
Capital District.
No, not Capital. Fuck Capital, bro. Capital is the most overrated piece of shit in Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You're my favorite person now.
Capital fucking is overrated. Come to Nodo. No,
Sam-
that's Howell's. dude.
Sam, I love
Cool.
you.
Come to Nodo and Lefties will be popping. That's where I bartend. So come see me. You can meet me. I'll do a
Nodo and
personal interview
Lefties.
for
Ask
Trash
for
Talk
Sam.
Omaha.
You heard it here. She gave you a lefty at Nodos.
Lefty O'Toole's in Nodo.
Live with your best friend.
Live. Coming at you live from
Wh-
Nodo.
Who's your
Lefty
best friend?
O'Toole's.
Who's your best friend, Sam?
My best friend is Kelsey Johnson. She lives in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, shit.
She golfed at Creighton University, and she was my roommate for 2 years.
I'm gonna Google stalk her now.
Jesus. Golf.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, okay.
So,
Were you at the game live or did you
Sam,
watch at the bar?
Come on the podcast sometime. Come visit in
Come to
person.
Lefties in Nodo. Buy a drink. I'll make you one, and then I'll go live. Coming
Oh,
at you live. from
Okay, that's
Lefty
fine.
O'Toole's.
Yeah, we'll come live as
All right.
long as you serve us free drinks.
That can't happen. Yeah, this guy's ready for me to give him his phone back. So, yeah, he is.
It's that grape in the background.
I don't even know who this is.
Hey,
He
Chase.
I literally was walking down the street and he handed me his phone.
Hey, you gotta
Do
look
wanna
right at
interview
Chase
me?
and tell
You don't
him,
even know
fuck
who
you,
I am.
Chase.
Sam, I love you. Look up Trash Talk Omaha.
They said I love you. They said it with an I. It's serious.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Usually, like, if you just tell a stranger, like, love you.
Just Google
like,
Trash
love
Talk
you, boo.
Omaha. Google
Like,
it.
you don't do the hard V and the hard I. But they said, I love you.
I'm
they
hard
love
right
me.
now.
They love me.
I'm hard.
He's hard. He's hard. He's hard right now. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Go
Thank
take
you,
care
Sam.
of that.
We love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
God bless.
Chase,
All right. Hey, bud.
what's up, man? You put your
How'd that
dick in
go?
that or what?
No, she walked away.
She's
You
waiting for
guys
you to
scared her
follow.
off. God damn it.
Sorry,
Sons of
man.
bitches.
You should have put your dick in it.
Oh no!
I might try here in a minute.
I got a ride coming.
Exactly.
I
It's
thought.
not over yet. It's not over. Hey, I hope you can join us sometime. You're only,
Yeah, come on the show
Oh,
sometime.
my bad. My bad. I'm still on the show, so
Are you?
kissed my
Because you're
ass.
not here.
I know, but I'm like partying.
Are
Oh,
you?
shit.
horny?
I heard,
Hey.
are you horny?
No, I'm
Are you horny? Are you horny?
Lame. No, I'm.
You're talking to Trash Talk Omaha.
What's that bitch want? Chase.
No, I gotta go.
You gotta go?
You're not gonna tell us
Yeah.
what happened?
Alright, we'll recap later. Chase. Fuck you.
What the fuck?
Fuck you.
Hey, no, I'm.
What's happening?
I don't know. I think he's getting raped.
No. Dude, my ride just left.
Why did they squeal out of
Are
there?
you
Did
getting-
you piss them off?
Are you about to get raped?
Yeah.
How'd
No, she just left. Dude, fuck, let me call you back. Jesus Christ.
Alright. Welcome to Trash Talk. He hung up.
she left because wait, did he call some girl to come pick him up in Lincoln and she rolled up and he's like hanging out with girls and they're on his phone?
I don't know the
Oh, I think you're onto
I
something.
think I'm onto something.
I don't
You
know.
heard
any
the
details.
squealing
that
of the tires.
squeal out. That was pretty funny.
Fuck you,
Sorry, Chase, I'm sorry you're stuck in Lincoln.
Oh, poor Chase, but he deserves it.
Whatever, you guys. He's our
Although you guys kind of set him up for.
he's our sideline correspondent.
We got
right
this
now.
all on fucking audio. This is great.
I wanted him to be when you said, "Oh, sideline correspondent field."
This is what happens on Nebraska
Yeah,
game days.
Tell me what's going
Chase
on. in
fucking
Lincoln.
Grape, co-host of Trash Talk Omaha, is getting turned down.
Well, he just got ditched at Lincoln. That's all we know.
Pretty much, yeah.
How is he gonna get
Oh,
home?
man.
Chase got left. He's Chase. He'll find him.
I mean, he
I gotta
could
call you
just-
back.
He could just take an Uber.
Yeah, exactly. Chase is fucking. He'll walk 4 miles before he calls an Uber. He'll walk 4 miles
Lincoln
until he
is
finds
farther than
a
4
cute
miles.
girl. Be like, "Hey, you need a ride?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I'll call you an Uber." Okay. Okay. Sorry, I got too many mice here.
You have mice in here?
Yeah.
What happened to this pizza we were ordering?
It's supposedly coming.
Final thoughts.
Well, it's hard to say playing against such a shitty offense, but at least I can't even say it. The defense, you can say it looked consistent. They tackled fairly well, I think, overall. But all the penalties they had, leaving them in the game, they left open a lot of big plays. And thank God they played a shitty offense because they couldn't finish anything out. And they missed a field goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the offense, outside of Robinson, looked like shit.
You're right. You're so right. Our one shining star is Robinson, right?
In today's game, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
That's a
wish-
fucking hot take, man.
I wish they would just
Super
allow
hot.
Martinez use his athleticism more.
He
You know,
seems scared
roll out
to
of the
do
pocket,
it. He
scramble.
was scared to do it, though.
Yeah, is that coming from him or is that coming from the team? That's what I want to know.
It's coming from him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised. Like, yeah, let's. I'm gonna help my draft stock in the NFL and be a pocket passer. But you know what, man?
You're not.
Yeah,
You know?
use your talents. Use your talents.
When you have the opportunity, run. You know?
Dude, the NFL's changing too. If that's literally the concern, and we're just speculating on that. But if that's because of that, then
If
the NFL's changing, man. You can do
fucking
that.
running quarterbacks are the thing. Fucking try to be a running quarterback, but you're not because you
But
don't
you know
know
who
you
did
don't
it
know when
well?
to run. You don't know when to run.
Vedral looked good doing it. Vedral looked good doing it. He was trying to.
He wasn't doing shit.
We didn't get to see a whole lot from him, but he.
It
looked
was
like,
in for a fucking quarter.
Not even that, but.
Excuse me. Pictures.
Hey. Silent Sandy.
Oh, excuse me. Am I supposed to say something? Welcome to Trash Talk. Goodbye from Trash Talk. Thanks for joining us. Hot takes from everyone.
God bless.
Go Big Red.
Silence from
Fuck
the
you,
corner over here.
Chase.
Trash.